Hi, Misha here, and sorry there hasn't been much firearms content on this channel. Over on the main Mishaco channel, we have been posting videos every single day during the whole COVID thing. Just trying to do our little part and keep people entertained and just show solidarity. Anyway, so pretty much every gun thing has kind of gone over there. But this is on the personal channel because I could use your help. I have two very similar, in fact exactly the same model, Chinese guns. And I'm trying to decide which one to keep and which one goes up. The one on the top we'll call number 1, just so when people comment, I'll know. Number 1. One on the bottom, number 2. Number 1 has been in my personal collection for a couple of years now. It was a friend's gun. He bought it in the 80s. I know he did run a few rounds through it. He had kind of a bump fire trigger on it, and it's not, I mean, it's still got a good bore. I mean, these are chrome line cold hammer forged bores, but it has been shot some, which is why I liked it, because you can shoot it. It is a KFS, King's Firearms, Polytech, AKS. As you see, it's the spiker. So I've had this for a bit. But this week, this one came in the shop. It is the identical model, King's KFS, Polytech, spiker. Both look to be pretty much untouched since importation. Both are 1985 dated. As far as I know, both have matching numbers. This one I don't know the round count or how many owners it's had, but obviously it hasn't been beat up too much. So which would you keep, and which and why? Which one do you folks like? I mean, really, point for point, they're identical as far as features. I will share some observations that I've noticed. On the existing one, number 1, we have a bit of a loose gas tube. The latch is fully down, that's not a problem, but it's always just been a little loose. These Chinese guns, you know. Whereas on number 2, the gas tube is very tight. However, number 2 has a loose top cover. Again, nothing abnormal for being a Chinese gun. Whereas number 1 is quite tight. It has some play, but actually very, very little, actually. So it's pretty tight. So one has a slightly loose gas tube, and the other one has a slightly loose top cover. Neither one is loose to the point of coming off, and neither one is abnormal. On number 2, there's a little bit of wear or something here on the dust cover. Not sure, a little bit of marring, something happened there, nothing major. Not really rust, I don't think. Number 1 is pretty clean there. It has a little bit of marring on the bayonet rivet. Again, nothing too bad, but there. Both have the wood pistol grip. Both have about the same level of trigger. Both have about the same bolt throw. Same stock. This one has a little bit of freckling on the edge of the butt plate, just from being in a rack and stuff. This one's a little bit cleaner, but again, nothing major. Flipping them over, give you a look at the other side. It is worth pointing out that number 1, of course, since I've had it for a while, I have shot. Not that I'm worried about number 2 not working, but I do know number 1 functions. But I'm sure number 2 does as well. It's Chinese. Both have your kind of polished in the white bolt. Both have the standard safety. Both have the slightly extended mag catch. On the handguards, there's a little bit of a bump on this one. I think it's on. Where's it on this one? It's on one of these. Where's that? Dirk. Oh, drat. Where is it? Anyway, all that is one of the pins holding it together. And looking at the underside, the spiky bayonet. Little bit of a nick. Nothing major, but just a little bit there, it looks like. There's the magwell. That's for number 1. A little bit cleaner, I'd say, there. Oh, there's the bump. Yeah, it's up front. Yeah, it's just kind of where the pin runs through. That's for this thing right there. And that is pretty much it. Just kind of giving you time to look out. From what one of the guys who helps me out says, this one has more of a brown colored stock, number 2 does, whereas number 1 has more of a reddish color. To the touch, this is a little bit rougher feeling, not like sandpaper rough, I just mean like a little bit lumpier. This is a little bit smoother. And I'm sure the bayonet deploys on both just fine. So yeah, I really appreciate your help. I'm just trying to figure out which one to keep, and they're so close. Usually it's pretty easy for me. There's a definitive answer, but yeah, what do you think? Number 1, my existing gun, or number 2, the gun that came into the shop? Money's not really a factor because, you know, for whatever it's worth, I'm in them for the same amount, essentially. So, yep. Let me know. I do appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll get back to our regularly scheduled model videos very soon. Hope everyone's doing well. Stay safe. This is Misha, and I'll catch you very soon next time.